In the long journey of life, everyone yearns to reach perfection. However, amid the hustle and constant pressures of life, we often forget that significant change does not always come from leaps and bounds, but from small daily improvements. How can we become 1% better each day? This is the art of living that Stoic philosophers have understood for millennia. Stoic philosophy is not just an ideology, but also a compass that guides us through the turbulent seas of life. Imagine a single drop of water. It may seem insignificant, but many drops can form an ocean. Similarly, a small improvement each day, even just 1%, will lead to significant transformations in our lives over time. Stoic philosophy teaches us how to manage our emotions, accept what we cannot control, and maintain inner peace amid life's storms. By applying these principles, we not only improve ourselves, but also live a more peaceful and meaningful life. In today's video, let's explore and apply the golden principles of Stoic philosophy to become better every day. Do you dare to accept the challenge and discover the true strength within you? Start the journey of self-improvement from the smallest things, so that with each passing day, we can proudly say that we have moved closer to the best version of ourselves. Number 1. Manage your emotions. Emotional management is one of the most important foundations of Stoic philosophy and an essential life skill that helps us shape our lives more calmly and rationally. The famous Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Our emotions are not always the result of events happening around us, but rather how we react to and evaluate those events. Have you ever wondered, why do some people remain calm in the same situation while others lose control? The secret lies in the ability to manage emotions. Imagine a large mountain, unmoved by storms and winds. This is the image Stoic philosophy wants us to aim for when facing our emotions. In reality, many people have successfully applied this philosophy to overcome adversity. For example, Nelson Mandela, who endured 27 years of imprisonment, maintained his calm and patience to ultimately lead South Africa to freedom. Mandela understood that there is no greater control than the ability to control one's emotions. Moreover, Jesus is also a prime example of emotional management. When faced with betrayal and violence, he chose the path of forgiveness and love, a powerful testament to how the inner strength of emotions can help us overcome all challenges. Jesus once said, "Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you." This requires not only great compassion, but also excellent emotional control. The question for each of us is, how can we manage emotions in our daily lives? A simple yet effective method is to practice meditation and reflection every day. Meditation helps us recognize and understand our emotions without being swept away by them. Keeping a journal is also a way to reflect on and analyze our emotional responses, allowing us to learn lessons and improve. We cannot avoid emotions, but we can learn how to manage them. Become the master of your emotions, not a victim of them. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor and philosopher, said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature." So, are you ready to begin the journey of controlling your emotions, to live a more peaceful and meaningful life. Number 2, accept what you cannot control. Have you ever felt that life is like a vast ocean where waves continuously crash down, challenging our ability to endure? In those moments, do you wonder how to remain at peace amidst the storm? Stoic philosophy teaches that true strength lies in accepting what we cannot control. This is not surrender, but liberation, a path leading to inner peace. Imagine standing before a powerful storm. You cannot stop the wind from blowing, nor can you make the rain stop falling, but you can choose how to react to these things. This implies that instead of wasting energy trying to change the unchangeable, we should focus on how we face and adapt to situations. A prime example is the story of Viktor Frankl, an Austrian psychologist and Holocaust survivor from Auschwitz concentration camp. In unimaginably dire circumstances, he realized that although he couldn't control what happened to him, he could control how he perceived and reacted to it. Frankl wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Aren't we also facing our challenges, such as losing a job, family conflicts, or life's constant upheavals? In such times, we can ask ourselves, what can I control in this situation? How does this relate to our lives today? Think about the times you feel helpless when facing events like losing a job, relationship conflicts, or economic fluctuations. These situations can make us feel unsteady and lost. But as the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius advises, whatever happens to you has been waiting to happen since the beginning of time. The twining strands of fate wove both of them together, your existence and the things that happen to you. This means finding peace within and focusing on what you can control. So, how do we apply this to daily life? Consider a recent situation that made you feel out of control. What can you do to change your reaction to that situation? What can you focus on to find peace within yourself? A vivid example of this principle can be found in the teachings of Jesus when he said, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." He emphasizes that we should live in the present, focusing on what we can do right now instead of worrying about what has not yet happened. This is the acceptance and trust in life's guidance that Stoic philosophy has advocated for centuries. When we face difficulties and realize that some things are beyond our control, remember that true strength comes from acceptance. By focusing on what you can change, such as your attitude and reactions, you not only reduce stress, but also find true freedom within your soul. In life, ask yourself, what truly matters? The answer often doesn't lie in material things or external factors we cannot control. Instead, it lies within, where we can choose how we react to challenges and adversity. In conclusion, accepting what you cannot control is not giving up, but seeking strength and peace from within. By applying Stoic philosophy, we can learn to live a meaningful and happy life, no matter the circumstances around us. Ask yourself, what can I change in myself today to become better? The answer will always lead you to peace and true freedom. Number 3, practice negative visualization. We are often taught to think positively and focus on the good things in life. But have you ever wondered, what will happen if we also prepare for things that might not go as planned? In Stoic philosophy, there is an important concept that helps us deal with unexpected events: negative visualization. Negative visualization is not about pessimism or negativity. It is a method that helps us mentally prepare to face inevitable difficulties. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." By visualizing the negative scenarios that could happen, we not only minimize fear, but also become ready to confront them. Imagine a businessman preparing for a major project. He might think about everything that could go wrong, from losing clients to the project failing. When he encounters these difficulties, he is already prepared with backup plans and a strong mindset. A real-life example can be seen in top athletes like Michael Phelps. Before each competition, he doesn't just visualize victory. He also envisions potential mishaps, like his goggles filling with water. This prepares him to respond effectively if such incidents occur. So how can you practice negative visualization in your daily life? Spend some time each day thinking about what might go wrong with your plans. Ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen, and how will I handle it? This exercise not only helps you create contingency plans, but also makes you calmer when facing reality. Remember, life is unpredictable, and preparing for the unexpected is part of living a meaningful life. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "When you arise in the morning, remind yourself that you will encounter envy, deceit, and other negative things, but you will not let them disturb your peace." Finally, let this question guide you in practicing negative visualization. How can I live a life not controlled by things I cannot control? By embracing uncertainty and preparing for it, you will find true freedom in your mind and heart. This is the key to not only living, but living more strongly each day. Next, let's move on to secret number 4 in the journey of exploring and conquering your best potential. But first, I have a question for you. How can we live a meaningful life and always be ready to embrace change? The answer lies in keeping an open mind and continuously learning. Stoic philosophy has long encouraged expanding horizons and seeking knowledge as an essential part of life, and this is also reflected in many other religious teachings, including the teachings of Jesus. Number 4. Keep an open mind and continuously learn. As long as you live, keep learning how to live. Seneca. This statement not only emphasizes the importance of learning, but also encourages us never to stop seeking new knowledge. For Seneca and other Stoic philosophers, learning doesn't stop at books, but also comes from life experiences, the people around us, and even our own mistakes. In the modern world, keeping an open mind can help us overcome many barriers and prejudices. Imagine you are facing a new situation or someone with a different perspective. What will you do to understand them better? Are you willing to listen and learn from those differences? By expanding our minds, we not only develop intellectually, but also enhance our ability to understand and empathize. A prime example is the story of Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. Jobs constantly encouraged himself and his employees to seek inspiration from diverse sources. He took classes in calligraphy and art, which he then applied to the design of Apple products, revolutionizing how we interact with technology. His success came not only from his ability to innovate, but also from his openness to learn and apply knowledge from various fields. This demonstrates that maintaining an open mind is not just about acquiring new knowledge, but also about recognizing and applying it in practice. When we open ourselves to new things, we can grow and progress further along the path we've chosen. The teachings of Jesus, when he said, "Love your neighbor as yourself," are not only about compassion, but also an invitation for us to learn from those around us. By opening our hearts, we can build stronger relationships and find harmony within our community. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius also wrote, "If someone can show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed." This quote emphasizes that even if we think we know enough, there is always more to learn. Openness will help us recognize and develop better values. It is a reminder that maintaining an open mind is not just about accumulating knowledge, but also about constantly questioning and improving ourselves. Learning is not just about gathering new information, but also a journey of self-discovery. It helps us gain a deeper understanding of the world around us and our place within it. An open mind is the key to unlocking a rich and meaningful life. As reminded by Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus, keep your mind open and never stop learning. It is the path to true growth and happiness. So, are you ready to open your heart and learn from life today? The choice is in your hands, and it can completely change your life. Please share your stories and insights in the comments. We want to express our gratitude and congratulations to you for making it halfway through today's video. Your presence here shows that you are fully ready for this journey. Now, let's shift your attention to the remaining 4 principles for pausing thoughts in the process of self-improvement. Number 5. Reflect on your experiences. Have we ever paused and asked ourselves what valuable lessons life's experiences have taught us? Reflecting on our experiences is an incredibly important habit, encouraged by Stoic philosophy, to help us grow and develop every day. Through reflection, every moment, whether joyful or sad, successful or a failure, becomes a valuable lesson for us to improve ourselves. When life becomes hectic and full of pressure, do we take the time to stop and ask, "What have I learned from these experiences?" Reflection is a way to connect deeply with ourselves, recognize the shortcomings that need addressing, and gain a deeper understanding of the true values we pursue. Stoic philosophy teaches that self-awareness is the first step toward wisdom. Every day, we can ask ourselves, how did I handle this situation? What can I do better next time? Think about Elon Musk, who constantly reflects on his decisions. After each failure, he always asks, what went wrong and what can I do to improve? It is this habit of reflection that has allowed Musk to continually improve and achieve great successes. This demonstrates that reflection not only helps us grow, but also opens new doors to unexpected success. In the teachings of Jesus, he said, "Seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you." This is not only a teaching about faith, but also a reminder that through reflection and seeking the truth, we can discover deeper values in life. Reflecting on experiences is not just about reminiscing about the past, but also an opportunity to shape the future. Ask yourself, what has truly brought me joy and happiness? And how can I live a more meaningful life? Through reflection, we can make small but significant changes that help us become better versions of ourselves every day. In summary, reflecting on personal experiences is a valuable habit encouraged by Stoic philosophy and many other teachings. It is a way for us to find peace and direction in life. So, are you ready to embark on a journey of reflection and Number 6. Practice minimalism. Have you ever wondered what your life would be like if you only kept what was truly necessary and let go of the excess? This is the essence of minimalism, a lifestyle that brings lightness and freedom to the soul. In Stoic philosophy, practicing minimalism is not just about reducing possessions, but also about minimizing negative thoughts and emotions to find a more peaceful and meaningful life. There is a famous proverb, "He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature." This is a powerful reminder that happiness is not found in what we own, but in the ability to let go and enjoy life with what we have. In the modern world, where we are often caught up in the cycle of consumption, minimalism becomes an escape from unnecessary pressures. Imagine living in a small, tidy home with only the essentials. That feeling of relief is the power of minimalism. It helps us eliminate distractions and focus on what truly matters. Ask yourself, what truly brings joy and meaning to my life? When you practice minimalism, you'll realize that less often means more freedom, more time, and more happiness. A prime example is the story of Marie Kondo, who inspired millions worldwide with her method of tidying up and organizing life. By keeping what truly sparks joy, we can reduce stress and create space for creativity and personal growth. This applies not only to material things, but also to our relationships and work. When we simplify our lives, we can focus on larger goals and find true meaning in what we do. So, how do you start practicing minimalism in your life? Ask yourself, what truly adds value to my life? Start with small things. Declutter your desk, your wardrobe, or even your social relationships. As you reduce complexity, you'll find your mind more at ease and focused. Are you ready to explore a simple yet meaningful life? Indeed, minimalism is not just about cutting out excess, but is a way of living to seek inner peace. Through Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus, we can understand that true value does not lie in the number of material possessions, but in the completeness and happiness we find in a simple and meaningful life. Start this journey today and discover the wonderful things minimalism can bring to you. While exploring the profound wisdom of Stoicism, I was very impressed by the famous quote from the philosopher Marcus Aurelius. "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This quote leads us to a core practice of Stoicism, which is also the seventh key to becoming exceptionally intelligent. Number 7. Practice resilience. Have you ever wondered what enables some people to stand up after the mental shocks and difficulties of life, while others fall apart? Resilience is the mental strength that helps people overcome adversity. In Stoic philosophy, resilience is not just a habit, but an art of living, allowing us to maintain calm and optimism even when everything around us seems to be falling apart. True strength does not lie in avoiding difficulties, but in how we face and overcome them. To practice resilience, we must first accept that life will always have challenges and hardships. No one can avoid dark moments, but how we face them will determine who we become. A prime example of resilience in the modern world is Malala Yousafzai, who was shot for fighting for girls' education rights in Pakistan. Instead of succumbing to violence, Malala used that traumatic experience to become a global symbol for education rights and won the Nobel Peace Prize. Her story shows that resilience is not only mental strength, but also a tool for changing the world. Malala is a vivid embodiment of this idea, and we can learn from her how to turn adversity into motivation for positive change. In the Bible, Jesus also taught, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." This teaching is not just a source of encouragement, but a guide for us on how to live with resilience and hope. When faced with adversity, instead of losing heart, we can find strength in faith and determination. Resilience allows us to look beyond current difficulties and seek deeper meaning in each experience. So, how can we practice and strengthen resilience in daily life? First, ask yourself, when facing difficulties, what can I do to turn this into an opportunity to learn and grow? A positive attitude and determination will help us not only overcome obstacles, but also become stronger. By cultivating self-awareness and learning to manage emotions, we can build a solid foundation for resilience. Ultimately, resilience is a part of life that everyone should develop. It helps us cope with unexpected events and propels us further on the path of self-development. Let life's challenges become the motivation to help you shine and grow stronger each day. Are you ready to practice resilience to live a life not only full of meaning, but also steadfast in the face of all changes? Number 8. Practice self-discipline. Have you ever wondered what is truly necessary to live a meaningful and fulfilling life? Self-discipline is the answer, the golden key that unlocks the door to true freedom and success. Stoic philosophy has long asserted that self-discipline is not just a habit, but the foundation of a valuable life. Epictetus, one of the famous Stoic philosophers, once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." These words remind us that discipline is the way to liberate ourselves from the shackles of laziness and temporary desires. Self-discipline is the ability to control short-term temptations to achieve long-term goals. It's about choosing to do what is necessary, even when we don't want to. In the modern world, temptations can come from all directions: meaningless entertainment, unhealthy eating habits, or procrastination of important work. Can we overcome these challenges and focus on what truly matters? Think about legendary athlete Michael Jordan. Strict discipline and relentless commitment helped him become one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Jordan always emphasized that his success was not just from natural talent, but from discipline in every moment of practice and competition. We also find the element of discipline in the teachings of Jesus. When he said, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me," Jesus encouraged us to live a disciplined life and commit to higher values. This emphasizes that discipline is not just about self-control, but also about dedication and commitment to the goals we pursue. In daily life, self-discipline can be practiced through simple actions like waking up early to exercise, working hard to achieve career goals, or persistently reading to expand knowledge. These small habits, when maintained daily, create significant changes in our lives. Have you ever wondered what prevents you from achieving what you truly desire? Is it a lack of discipline and commitment to yourself? Self-discipline is not easy, but it brings true freedom. As Seneca once said, there is no favorable wind for the sailor who doesn't know where to go. With discipline, we can steer our lives in the direction we choose, achieve our goals, and live a meaningful life. The journey to improve oneself by 1% each day is not just a challenging goal, but also a fascinating spiritual adventure. When we view life through the lens of Stoic philosophy, we are encouraged not only to change small habits, but also to master ourselves, control our emotions, and see the world with an open mind. The lessons from Stoic philosophy are not just dry theories, but guiding lights that help us overcome the challenges and difficulties in daily life. Imagine a better version of yourself, not through monumental changes, but through small, consistent steps each day. Like a river formed from thousands of drops of water, our improvement is also made up of small but persistent efforts. We don't need to change completely overnight, but just commit to daily progress, no matter how small. So, are you ready to begin this journey? Remember, change doesn't come from great storms, but from gentle, persistent rains. Let each day be a step closer to your goals. Perseverance and determination will be your trustworthy companions on this path. You may not see the change immediately, but trust that every drop contributes to an ocean, and each day improving by 1% will lead to wonders. Keep moving forward, and let the light of Stoic philosophy illuminate your path. If you like the video, please comment with a 1, and if not, comment with a 0 so we can improve the content to be better and more quality. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss upcoming videos about Stoic living and self-development.